I guess it all started when I was homeschooling my children, and I gave myself permission to start back into art. So I had not done any art for a long time, since probably high school. And truthfully, my focus at that point was just to kind of become a professional artist. Didn't have any thought of teaching, have no teacher training except for elementary ed, which I had not been doing. And about a year and a half after I sold my first painting, okay, under my first show, sold my first painting, and that was when I really started getting committed to do the art thing and started keeping track of my hours. It was only about a year and a half after that I just got my website up, and that was when my son died. Pretty much everything stopped. And I did not want to be alone. I did not want to do art alone. And I also knew that my art would be really different. And I also, basically, that was a spiritual standstill. So pretty much I realized I didn't know anything. And there was no reason to do anything. So I was just going to sit. And I spent a lot of time with A Course in Miracles. And it was at my very lowest point, one day laying in bed, depressed, crying, feeling like I had no experience, no training, no friends, no worth, no relationship, no redeeming value. That I heard the words, the realization that there was nothing anyone could ever do that could ever say that would make me feel better. So I was talking about what really felt like the lowest moment for me, or my turning point. And I heard the words from the Course, to have, give. And I got up and I sat in a chair, and I heard the words, you are enthusiasm. And it was real for me. I felt it. And there's more that I can share on that. And without going in for a long story, what came out of that was I knew that I had to give. I didn't know how I was going to give. I didn't know what. So at this point, I wasn't thinking about teaching art. I might have been thinking, but I just knew I had to give. That was going to be the only thing that was going to save me. And as love would have it, I got a letter in the snail mail, our old-fashioned snail mail, the next day from a woman asking me to teach art. And she had seen my work at the library. It was hanging out at the library at Smoky Hill, so far away from my house. She ended up living just around the corner, didn't know me or anything. And so I knew that was the giving. And I'd never taught art before. And so I said to her, it was the perfect opportunity. I said, you can come one time to my house. So it was a baby step. Come one time. And we'll just see what happens, how it works. And so she came, and that taught me that I had something to give. I had to experience that, because I did not believe it before that. And so she came again, and again, and again. And pretty soon I started thinking, this is really fun. And I want to do more of it. So I went over to the rec center, close to my house, and I did have my website, so I could refer them to that. And I told them my same story, and they were thrilled. And then I spread out to Colorado Free University. I sent information over to ACC, Arapahoe Community College, and eventually I started putting on, actually one of my first things I did was a workshop at a church for 3 hours, and started offering some things in my home, and it's just grown from there.